during the floods, they came in and helped a lot of people get some batteries and things that they needed for their homes in the worst of times. So we'll be talking about that with them as well as what they do on an ongoing basis. So tune into the Weather Network for that. Current temperatures in Calgary, 7 degrees. We're going to see a risk of thunderstorms in the city later today. Halifax is 7, Montreal 12, Toronto sitting at 13, and Ottawa 10 degrees this morning for the afternoon. Ottawa looking good with a lot of sunshine. Lots of sunshine in southern Ontario. It's the north that's seeing rain. Thunder Bay, Timmins, Kapuskasing need the umbrella for today. Also grab the umbrella in Alberta and southern Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Mainly it's just some cloud cover for you today, but no clouds this morning across the Maritime provinces. It's going to be nice and sunny. Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, right now we're going to go to St. Jacobs, Ontario, where Chrissy Van has been at the farmers market. All right, thanks so much, Chrissy. So if you're headed out to the farmers market today, do it in Toronto, Ottawa, Orangeville, around Windsor too. But it's the north that, as you can see here, seeing the rain. This is in Eastern time, and you can see by the afternoon could see some spotty showers, southern shores of Georgian Bay, the Nickel Belt as well. And it's Friday when we see the rain in southern Ontario. Let's go to Kevin Yard right now, joining us by the beach. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. 8 cups a day. That's how much water you're supposed to drink. So this is the rain coming through on Friday. You know, it's not too much. Ottawa, 5 to 10 millimeters for you. Same story in Montreal. Does clear out by Saturday, but cools down by a few degrees. All right. Thanks so much, Christy. So we are looking at the risk for some storms in the east as well as the west today. The World Cup forecast and the F1 forecast coming up throughout the hour with Chris Murphy. And Hurricane Blanca is intensifying. It's Category 3 right now, expected to affect parts of the Pacific Ocean. And we'll show you what land mass it'll affect in the future. The radar showing us that for Ontario in the north, we're seeing some showers around Timmins and Kapuskasing through the day, up to 10 to 20 millimeters. For the Nickel Belt, Ottawa, Toronto, Windsor, likely this will just be a story for you on Friday with about 5 to 10 millimeters of rain. Not too much, but of course on a Friday when everyone's trying to get out either to Montreal for the race or for the cottage, it's going to be a little bit slick on the roads. That will move through and leave behind some cooler air in place for Saturday. It'll be sunny though in southern Ontario. Today into Friday, a great day for the Maritime provinces. Looks good, but then late day Friday, New Brunswick sees some showers. Then Saturday, Nova Scotia, you'll see some rain. But overall, you know what? It doesn't look like too much moisture. Let's go to Chris Murphy right now with an update on the hurricanes.
That's right.
I think I'm about ready, Nicole, to shed layer number 1, the jacket.
All right. Thanks so much, Chrissy. Sounds good. Yeah, today in southern Ontario, it's going to heat up really nicely. We're going to have some south winds in northern Ontario. It's all about rain. So grab the umbrella in Thunder Bay, Timmins, Kapuskasing, and the Nickel Belt as well. Could see some showers later today. Jumping ahead to Saturday, that's when the rain comes through to Atlantic Canada. Now, near Buckins, Newfoundland and Labrador, this is amazing video. Look at that caribou just running down the highway. I'm wondering if it's trying to run to better weather. We've had quite a stretch of cool weather in Newfoundland this week after last week's warm weather. A big change. But for today, you know what? It's going to get nice and sunny. Buckins is going to get up to 15 degrees with sunshine. But yeah, by Saturday, be ready for the rain. It's actually going to move through late day Friday in New Brunswick, and then eventually Nova Scotia will see the rain on your Saturday. But temperatures are on the rise. Montreal, we've got the big race in town this weekend. The Grand Prix on Sunday. I think the big race day would be Sunday, so 21 degrees for that daytime high. Looks to be staying nice and dry. The rain comes through Sunday into Monday, so that's good for the race. And as we look to Ontario for today, the heavier rain is in the north, but then the Nickel Belt down to Toronto, down to Ottawa, Cottage Country too. It looks like we'll see rain for tomorrow during the commute possibly. Nathan Coleman tells us how Moncton, New Brunswick is getting ready for the FIFA Women's World Cup. Time now for our Systems Showdown. Glad you could join us. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. So our Systems Showdown is talking about systems across the country weather-wise, and we are going to move from west to east. So we'll start off with you in BC. We're seeing some showers right now around Kelowna and Penticton. The rain is going to start to taper off. It's going to move out of the province, as you can see here, through the day by Friday, really drying out in the south. The north and central coast still seeing some spotty showers, but as we head into the weekend, it is getting a lot warmer and drier, and by Monday, Vancouver, your high is expected to be about 29 degrees. You'll also get that warmth in Alberta too and some stormy weather. We'll talk about that in a moment, but this is the additional rain we're getting in BC as well as Alberta through the day. So let's talk next about you in Alberta towards the Prairie provinces. This is the low that's coming for you, and it's only hitting a few cities with some active weather. We focus on Alberta and look at this really widespread instability through the day. There's a risk of thunderstorms in Calgary, in Lethbridge, as well as Edmonton too. And then it starts to creep into southern Saskatchewan as we head into tomorrow. But this is the risk zone for today. Anywhere marked in yellow could get some thunderstorms. Generally, they'll be non-severe, but where we've written isolated severe, so that's between Hinton and Grand Prairie, we could just get some heavier downpours as well as some hail. Frequent lightning strikes as well. So that's our risk zone for today. But the Prairie provinces, just a bit of cloud cover today in southern Manitoba and Saskatchewan, but temperatures are in the mid-20s. Let's take you to Ontario, where we have a low pressure system that's moving in some rain. Thunder Bay seeing rain already. Timmins and Kapuskasing will get more through the day. And then Sudbury down towards southern Ontario, it's more a Friday event. Now, if you're going to be traveling through cottage country in, say, the Kawartha Lakes, through Georgian Bay, maybe Muskoka, it's going to be a little bit soggy for Friday. So depending on what time of the day you're going, it could be a bit slick on the roads, but it's not too much rain, under 10 millimeters here across southern Ontario. Ottawa, 5 to 10 millimeters in the forecast for your Friday. Montreal, same thing, a little bit heavier in the north around Timmins and Kapuskasing. Now for Atlantic Canada today, we've got frost advisories in Newfoundland, some showers departing off of Newfoundland as well, but high pressure's in place. It's a really nice afternoon for the Maritimes. Enjoy it because rain comes through for the weekend. Coming up, one lucky viewer gets a personalized forecast in Share Your Weather next. That's a good return, and some sunshine too today across southern Ontario. Risk of thunderstorms, though, I'll tell you where in the east and west. Chris Murphy coming up with your World Cup forecast and your F1 forecast throughout the hour. And Hurricane Blanca intensifies. A Category 3 right now will tell you what areas in the west coast it could be impacting in the U.S. Ontario, there's the band of rain that just keeps inching towards Timmins and Kapuskasing. We've seen rain for the past couple of hours in Thunder Bay. No rain in the Maritime provinces. It's a gorgeous afternoon, in my opinion. Southern Ontario, looks good until we head into Friday, and then we're going to see rain for that commute. If you're headed up to the cottage in Ontario, going to Montreal perhaps for the F1 race this weekend. Friday, a little touch and go. The roads will be slick. It's not looking like too much rain, 5 to 10, but still a little bit of rain when it's busy on the roads can equal a disaster. This rain will move through Saturday, so Saturday's shaping up to be a lot cooler with some northerly winds across Ontario, but it'll be nice and sunny. And then for New Brunswick, late day tomorrow, you're going to see some showers moving in, and then Saturday is when it'll reach Nova Scotia. And if you're wondering about this next pulse of moisture, this is to end the weekend, where Ontario as well as Quebec and the Maritimes will see some showers into next week. And it looks a bit soggier than what we're even getting tomorrow and for the weekend. Speaking of soggy, we could see some thunderstorms today across Alberta. The really widespread risk, isolated severe between Hinton as well as Grand Prairie. Let's go to Chris Murphy right now with more details on hurricanes. Time now for Share Your Weather. One lucky viewer is getting a personalized forecast right now. Please send me your photos and videos to @Nicole Karkic. Use the hashtag Share Your Weather, and you could get a personalized forecast as well. So today, this is the York Soaring Association's picture. They tweeted me some pictures this week. Pretty spectacular. A lot of them up in the clouds. You can see this plane on the ground, the clouds in the background. Some good flying conditions this week with some sunshine in Ontario. Well, for this afternoon in Listowel, the daytime high is going to be 23 degrees. We have some south winds sustained at 15 kilometers an hour, and there is a 30% chance of some showers. So more so, I think it's going to be a little bit cloudy around Listowel today. As we head into tomorrow, a better chance around Listowel, Toronto, over to Hamilton to see some rain. And this likely will come through into the afternoon. Doesn't look to be too much rain, but we could see some thunderstorms too. So that can make your amounts go up. Towards Toronto, for example, about 5 millimeters of rain. Heading into Saturday, it clears out nicely, but we're going to be cooling down, setting up with some northerly winds as we head into the weekend. Hamilton will be 17, London will be 22, and then our Sunday forecast shaping up like this, increasing cloud cover and heavier rain moving through Sunday into Monday. So Monday starts off pretty soggy in parts of southern Ontario. Well, Chris Murphy's joining us right now, and I hope you don't have a soggy forecast for a lot of really big sporting events happening across the country. All right, current temperatures across the country. You've got Winnipeg sitting at 8, Calgary 7 degrees, Vancouver 13, and boy, we are going to see quite a rise in temperatures for Western Canada heading into the weekend and beyond. Weather-wise, this morning there is some rain in Northern Ontario. Clear day across the Maritime provinces in Southern Ontario and Quebec. Enjoy it, but there's a risk of thunderstorms in Alberta. Let's go to Chrissy Van joining us in St. Jacobs, Ontario.